Welcome to News Brief on Global Television. We're coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Queen Agaba. Thousands of Maiduguri residents have been displaced, with the Nigerian Correctional Service recapturing 3 inmates after a jailbreak, while 80% of animals at Sanda Kiarimi Zoo died as Borno State suffered its most devastating flood disaster in 30 years. Following the disaster, President Bola Tinubu, who is currently abroad, called for the immediate evacuation of residents in communities overtaken by floods. According to the National Emergency Management Agency, the flood ravaged other major cities, including the palace of the Shehu of Borno, Umar Garba El Kanami, the State Secretariat, Post Office, Cemetery, Lagos area, Bulabulin, Gwange, Monday Market, University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, and Kofa Shehu. Head of Civil Service of the Federation, Didi Wilson Jack, has announced the establishment of war rooms to serve as critical hubs for managing and monitoring the implementation of the Federal Civil Service Strategy and Implementation Plan 2021 to 2025, which, according to her, will aid civil service reforms. Wilson Jack says the war rooms will be dedicated to addressing each of the 6 pillars and crucial enablers of the reform plan, intended to tackle the specific challenges associated with each pillar. She disclosed this at a retreat with federal permanent secretaries in Zuba, Niger State. According to a statement released by Eno Lutu, Director of Press of the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation. In business, Nigeria's first ever foreign currency domestic bond has secured $900 million in subscriptions. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, revealed this while discussing the results of the historic bond issuance. He noted that the oversubscription reflects investor confidence in Nigeria's economic stability and potential for growth. Edun explained that the successful issuance of the domestic dollar bond marks a significant step in the government's effort to deepen economic growth and promote financial inclusion. Nigeria's crude oil production increased from 1.307 million barrels per day in July to 1.352 million barrels per day in August, according to the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries in its September monthly oil market report. OPEC reported that the average daily crude production rose marginally by 45,000 barrels per day, based on information obtained through direct communication with the Nigerian government. This report contradicts the federal government's claims that daily crude production was nearing 1.6 million barrels per day. On the foreign scene, former U.S. President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris faced off in their first and potentially only presidential debate on Tuesday. Moderated by ABC News, the debate took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and lasted 1 hour and 45 minutes. The two political heavyweights clashed on key issues ranging from abortion rights to immigration, as both candidates sought to sway voters in a tightly contested race. Harris adopted a strategy aimed at baiting Trump, while Trump repeatedly returned to conspiracy theories and false claims. In sports, it is a record time for Nigeria basketball as the country's boys and girls teams have qualified for the quarterfinals of the African Under-18 Basketball Championship ongoing in South Africa. It is a historic time for Nigeria in the Afro-Basket Under-18 event, which serves as the qualification tournament for the FIBA Junior World Cup built for Switzerland. It is the first time that 2 Nigerian teams will get into the quarterfinals at that level. The girls picked the quarterfinal slots as one of the 3rd best team from their group. The Tigress will face Egypt on Wednesday in the game built for Pretoria. The Nigerian ladies lost their opening game to the Egyptians and now have a second chance. It is hoped that the players will be a lot better physically after going down with flu just before they faced Uganda in their last group game. That's it on News Brief on Global Television. I am Queen Agaba.